Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting, I say that because that's what Buzz says, another exciting edition of 3DBuzz. It's a drawing class. We're doing sci-fi stuff. Last week we really concentrated. It was a great lesson on silhouettes, strong silhouette, solid blacks, going back and laying values on it. We did a great alien head. We took screens actually, and if you've not seen it, I really suggest you go back and look what the students did. It's a very cool, quick style for concept work. It's very forgiving, and we're going to continue to build on that. So right now, the homework for today's class was to use your solid black silhouette, lay in values and tones, and maybe one or two colors at most, but you start out with solid black. And if my TIG is ready to take some homework and show the screens, we'll run through them. I definitely want to show off all the students. You guys worked really hard on it. I'll probably make fun of a couple of them if your name's Sid. And go ahead, Miss TIG.
Okay, so what I would like people to do, all attendees, raise your hand over in the panel, in the GoToMeeting panel. Raise your hand to show your homework. And we have our first contestant, Miss Chelsea Curtis. Yay! All right, Chelsea, getting ready to take over your screen so you can show us what you did.
Roger
I actually got a sneak peek at this earlier. She did a great job.
I got it on my phone. It was brilliant. This is the animal one, right? It kind of reminded me of the Fell Hunter from Warcraft. Hold on, I guess
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, it should be a little thing that asks you if you want to show your screen.
Okay.
Did it pop? There we go. All right. Critique away, sir. That looks fantastic, Chelsea. Steve, you have some talented kids. What happened to you? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh! Hey, so walk me through your process. What did you do? I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I got the black background first, and by the way, I hate that drawing style. I don't like it. But
well,
I got that, and then I was mostly doing the light gray stuff first to get the shadows and shape out, and then I added in the color and did the eye in here.
Nice.
Like that.
Makes me think of the song by the Church Reptile. There's an 80s throwback because I'm old. I like the highlights on the clawy things that's coming from his back. I know you said you didn't like it, but it's a great read. It's a strong, I guess, figure. Did you have any trouble whipping it out, or did you just struggle where to begin?
I did. This was this is actually my second drawing because I started another one. I didn't like how it was turning out, and I was having trouble not doing line art first. I just wanted to do line art, and I couldn't do the black blob thing first.
Well, you did great, and if it's only your second drawing, I really encourage you to do maybe 3 or 4 more, because if this is only your second one doing this, you got some great highlights, you got some great values. I can read it. That's the important. The back leg, I mean, I can tell what's going on. It's a really great second ever attempt, so don't beat yourself up, okay?
Yeah. Oh, and I had another thing. I have no idea where the student chat is because this is the first class I've made it to live.
Well, welcome.
Buzznet.3dbuzz.com.
Buzznet.3dnet.com.
Nope. Buzznet.3dbuzz.com, and then you just sign in. Then you sign in with your username and password for 3DBuzz.
Oh, okay. That helps.
Ta-da!
Hey, well done, girl. I'm proud of you. Seriously, you keep it up.
Great job.
Promise me
Okay.
you'll do at least 2 more, okay?
Let's see who's next. Next person I saw was Miguel. And thank you so much for sharing. We're going to go ahead and make Miguel a presenter.
At least you follow the assignment and the parameters. If it was Sid.
Whoa!
Oh, holy poop on a cracker, Batman. Hi.
Check that out.
I like the plastic wrap that you use. It's a nice filter, a good look. So walk me through this.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, well, I had no idea at first what I was going to do. So then I saw this little statue of this cricket I have here in my room, and I say, well, let's do a monster version of this cricket. That's how I got the idea.
Jiminy Cricket. He's a monster!
Yeah.
If you lie to me, Pinocchio, I will bore through your head and eat your wooden brain. Hey, so did you like the assignment? Lie to me and say yes.
Well, yeah.
Of course you did.
I had a good time doing this, but I'm not used to this technique. So
it's a different technique. It took me, and I'm still learning. In the beginning of your class, you see me working on my silhouette for this chick who's going to be like cutting people up with razors. The more I do it, the more you do it, the faster you'll get, I promise you. And don't get me wrong, I love line artwork, but to throw it down really quick, those values and stuff, it's a huge, huge time saver. And it really depends if you're doing this for a profession. If you're working for a client, line art is great. But if they want more of a painterly type sort of finished look, this is definitely the way to go because you can throw them out in nobody's business super fast. So
All
well
right.
done.
Thank you.
Great job. Now we're going to go over to Ray Lewis. Let's see.
If that's his real name.
Make presenter.
That's freaking scary.
Whoa.
I love your choice of colors, man. I'm just gonna. The background is kicking, and that blue. It's a great palette choice. Well
Feel like
done.
It's going to eat my face off.
It's like, yeah, Jiminy Cricket ain't got nothing on me. Well done. I really, really love what you did. The blue outline, it makes it pop. Seriously, well done.
Thank you.
Very, very welcome.
Did you have fun? Was it different?
Oh, absolutely.
Man, you keep up the good work. Seriously. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
I dig it. Thank you so much for sharing, dear sir.
That crap's scary, man. I love that blue outline.
I know. Okay, let's see who's next. Yulina. Make presenter. Hopefully I pronounced her name correctly.
I think she's our German lady.
Good morning.
Alina. Guten Morgen, was machst du so heute?
Nichts Besonderes. Ich höre dir zu. You
Schreiben.
didn't get that.
No, it's been a long time. I'm like schreiben, I'm drawing, that's all I do. I like this.
Thank you.
Very, very well done. It's a very dynamic pose, very aggressive. I like the toes. I'm a very big Nightcrawler fan. Good choice of color. I mean, you got two. You know, if I look at him close enough, he kind of looks like me, the baldness. And like, I'm grumpy, I need more coffee or beer, or the combination of both.
You two don't have a jaw? Because his lower jaw is missing, so...
I see that. He was talking too much and somebody got tired of it.
Tig just slapped me down. I thought it was a beard at first, but now I can see that. Oh, that sucks to be him. Well done. Well done.
Great job.
Zertul.
When I try to keep it simple and don't do so much detail, because actually that's a monster design from Dead Space.
Really?
Yeah, necromorph, and they usually have this kind of veiny look on their back and around their arms and legs. And when I tried to do that with spot blacks, it was just too much detail and kind of hard to pull off because of the kind of dead skin feel I wanted to get. I still have the black silhouette though, so I took the silhouette and recolored it in beige, and
Nice.
just stick to sepia tones, and to get a little structure. It looks kind of like it's watercolor, we would call it.
Yes, it does kind of look like a watercolor. I agree.
because kind of learned this week a new technique for Photoshop to use texture. I found a nice lady online who provides them more or less for free. Has really nice texture. So there's a texture layer and a color adjustment layer just to get that kind of watercolor feeling to it.
Well, listen to you go, girl. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Very good. You keep it up. Did you have fun?
Yeah, actually, even though I had to start over a couple of times because I couldn't get kind of the hang of it with the black. And after I think the second or third try, I just said, well, screw it. I have the silhouette. I just recolored because it always got kind of too dark for the effect I wanted. So I just started with a lighter color, and then it worked out just fine.
Well done.
Awesome. Very well done. See, I love it when you have a problem and you solve a problem, and look how well it turns out.
Hoorah, adapt no
All right. Let's go ahead and see who we can see next. Okay, Jane.
Said.
I know, it's waiting for that.
I know. I like OCD.
You can't help it.
I'm like Sheldon from Big
Hello.
Bang. Hey, Jane.
Hi.
Hello.
Woo.
Hi.
Nice.
This was tough. This was tough.
Was it? I liked that both die Frau, Elaine, I hope I said the name right, and you, they're grounded. There's something there that's not floating in space. But I like it. I can tell it's some good reads. You're getting some values in there. I can tell indications of muscle mass. Not bad.
But it was tough. It was tough to I guess envision the thumb behind when it's all black.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I found tough.
Well, you did it. You did a great job, and you keep at it because you'll just get better each time.
Thanks. I did
Yes.
2 versions, actually.
Oh, well, let's see the other one.
That one, too. No, that one, too. I just used a different filter. Actually, I had to bring it into Photoshop to do the filters because Painter doesn't have as good filters. But,
Very, very cool. I like it. It's kind of tribal looking.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Oh, this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like your 3DBuzz clock you have on your screen there.
3DBuzz clock.
Maybe there's a clock far right underneath your calendar. It says 3DBuzz, and there's a time.
Oh, you can see that? Because my webinar's in front of it.
Yep, I can see it.
Yep.
Oh, seriously? Oh, okay.
Well, that was pretty darn cool. Like, wow, you're keeping track of everybody.
Well, yeah. 3DBuzz time, my time.
There you go.
Hey, well done.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Jane. And I'm glad that it didn't cut you off.
Yeah. I think it was my Wacom drivers, I think.
Oh,
present.
weird. So weird. Okay. Well, I'm glad it works now. All right. Let's see who else. Let's go ahead. And Steve.
Steve.
Laura.
Hey, kids.
Hello. He said he
Hello.
threw this together in 5 minutes.
I did this in the last 5 minutes. I've been too busy for homework.
Yeah, but okay, this is just a testament, though. For 5 minutes worth of work, that's pretty darn good. 5 minutes. It's a great way to establish great things really, really quick. So 5 minutes work, well done. And I know you're a dad and you've got like tons of kids, and one girl came in this week, and so thank you for at least paying attention to the last class and attempting right now. So that's good.
I'll at least work hard during the class. I'll give you that much.
All right. We'll take it.
I will take whatever I can get. Well done, Mr. Steve. Well
Thank
done.
you so much for sharing. All right. Sharing is caring. Now I'm muting you.
God.
All
You
right.
did. It's like, boom.
I don't know. I said sharing is caring. Now I'm muting you. Okay. And then let's see. The next one is Raphael.
Raphael.
Let's see what he has.
I love those colors, man. And
Woo! Jade.
especially with this technique that we're doing, I mean, most focal points is going to be on the face. And I'm really pleased to see that detail, that level of detail on the face. Then everything else, it's not muddy. It's a great read. I like that you use a green. And you know what they say, it's no easy being green.
It isn't.
I think, yeah. Yeah, I think it's like this sort of turtle or reptile thing, but I wasn't so sure how to make the legs, but I tried.
I think he's cute and a little scary.
Okay, thanks.
Well done.
I love it. Very
Me too.
alien-like, and I love the colors. I like green.
Me too.
Thank you.
You know, they say if
Very
you like
well
green,
done. Thank you so much for sharing.
means you're Irish.
All right, next is Bastion. Here we go. I coerced him to put his hand back up, so. All right. I love it.
Well
That's
done.
great.
I like that you show us the black background, and from black to that's great. Really good work. Well done.
I like the googly eyes.
I do too. It's kind of crazy. It's like a Tim Burton-esque sort of thing. So well done. I like the shading that you utilized, and again, I really like the spot black that you showed us what you built from. So well done.
Yay! All right. So next we have Russell. Let's
Russell.
Russell.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! Very Geiger looking.
Hey, it was a lot of, can you hear me? Or?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. No, it was a lot of fun. I like the technique. I've never done it before.
That is sweet.
Very good. I like the use of colors.
It's like very forgiving. You can pretty much do whatever you want. And then,
Oh, cool! Look at that. That
Very
reminds me of something you'd find like in very deep sea.
Yeah, you don't want to be swimming there for various reasons. But I like the highlights on the antenna or the spiky things. And again, very Geigerish looking.
Very,
like
very.
Turned out like this area here looks pretty cool. After I put the filter on, anyway, I like that. Just that part right here is really cool.
Yeah, I dig it.
You keep up the good work, man. Well done.
Yes, great job. We have some talent, I'm telling you.
We do.
I'm always impressed.
And
All
especially
right.
their first attempts at this particular style, because it's not line art, and that's all I've been teaching. Basically, has been line art, and that's what the majority of the people are comfortable with. So it's good to think outside our comfort zone in our books.
Exactly. And that's all the hands that I see raised so far.
All right.
Very impressed with everybody's homework entries.
Well done. All right, here's what we're going to do. We got to get our hands and our eyes all warmed up, right? Hoorah, everybody. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, in the theme of, aliens and space and all that stuff, we are going to do a 5-minute throwdown, and we're going to make an alien laser sort of pistol. You guys can utilize line arts. You can do the spot black. I'm going to use the spot black because that's what I'm working on at the moment. So, Miss Tig, you let me know when the 5 minutes starts and when it's up, okay?
All right. So we're going to go 5 minutes starting now. Let me set my timer. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do this, do this proper. I'm going to set a timer. How about that? Stopwatch. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun. All right, and begin.
All right. Oops, my opacity was a little low at 35%. Really?
Really?
Really? Come on. Bullocks. Here we go.
I love this. I got my little stopwatch going. I'm timing you, mister.
Yay! I think it's because I have such high resolution right now that my old computer is like kind of chugging along. That's all right.
Is that your excuse?
That is the excuse.
And you're sticking to it.
Roger that. Really? Come on.
That looks like a weapon.
It is a weapon.
Look, I didn't say a gun. Are you proud?
I'm very, very proud of you, actually.
I'm learning.
You are. Because, you know, this is my weapon and this is my gun. This is for fighting and this is for fun.
This is for drawing.
So how are we doing on time?
You're at 1 minute, 44 seconds.
Nice. Okay. Then I'm about where I need to be. And then what we usually do is we'll take everybody else's screen to see what they've come up with.
Okay, so we're giving them 5 minutes, correct?
Roger that.
Okay.
Everyone should be doing something because we got to warm up our hand-eye coordination.
Alrighty.
Opacity. Why are you not working? There we go.
And you guys, since most of you are now in the staff section of GoToMeeting, I am going to need you, if you want to show what you've done, just say, show my screen in the questions panel, not in the chat, not in BuzzNet, but in the questions panel. That way I can see your real name and I'll be able to take your screen. 2 minutes, 55 seconds.
Nelson is hard on these guys, man. He's like, follow directions. Yeah, I'm going to have to take my resolution down a little bit. I have it like by 40 by 40, and that is a little bit too high. Come on. So, Miss Nina, what have you been up to lately?
We've been, Jason and I have been doing tons and tons of photo shoots. That's why I haven't been in on the classes here recently. I've been assisting with him on photo shoots most Friday nights. Lots of fun stuff.
It's cool though. And my wife's seen your picture. She's like, she's pretty, but she gets naked a lot.
Not all the time. I have plenty of stuff with clothing.
Really? Come on.
Actually, the last shoot that Jason and I did had a really, really cool Renaissance style dress. And those images are going to be real, like kind of like fantasy style, really cool. All right, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. See, you tried to distract me from keeping time on you. I know what you're doing.
I know. Bad.
All right. All right,
this will be good for
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right.
Oh, come on. What is going on with my computer? I had to start my screen up last time. So we're done, right?
Yep, we're done.
Are you absolutely positive that we're done?
I'm absolutely positive. Stop. You're stalling. Okay. All right. So you want to take screens to see everybody's warm-ups?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Whoever wants to show your warm-up, hit me up in questions panel, and let's see what you did.
I'm anxious to see who did spot black work and who did line artwork. There's got to be some volunteer here.
I think Russell, he said in this chat there. Hold on. Okay, so Russell wants to show his screen again, I believe. Let's see here. Make presenter. All right.
Nice. And Russell, the man from...
It's like a submarine, right? Yes? That's not a weapon. Is that a submarine or some
I
weapon?
see the stock.
It
I
could
see.
okay, I get it. It
See
could
the
be a
s-
sub.
And then I see where the site is at, and place for gas to escape, where the little blue dots are at. Not bad. I mean, for 5 minutes, especially using a new technique.
Yes, great job.
Well done.
All
and
right.
even put it in different layers. Well done.
See, look at that. Bravo. Oh no, we had him muted. Sorry about that, Russell. I unmuted you. Did you want to say anything?
No, that's okay. No, that's all right. I was just saying, I think it looked better when it was just black, like that. More like a gun.
Yeah, it does. It looks more like a gun.
Like that, yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see. Anyone else? Okay, so Steve wants to show his screen. All right. Make presenter, and let me make sure I unmute him.
Steve's working hard tonight.
Yeah, I think that was probably Chelsea and not me, but here's mine.
Not bad. It's kind of reminiscent of Mass Effect, one of their weapons.
Okay.
Not bad.
Sweet. Good job.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and now I see Chelsea. All right. Let's see.
She had to do line work. I'm sure there's no way in heck she did this.
I hate that style, Derek. Okay, Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I just copied.
Oh, well, nothing wrong with copying. Man, you got a huge port for your rounds, your magazine there. Not bad, especially for copying. And I was like,
yeah, no kidding. Great job.
Well done. I can tell it's a weapon.
You were flying along. I couldn't.
You kept up pretty darn close. That's really close to Derek's. Great job.
Well done.
All right, let's see who else. I think Leonard wants to show. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Leonard.
Nice, Leonard. How you doing, buddy?
Sweet.
Not too bad.
Kind of like a little shotgun right there. You got some cool stuff going on.
Nice weapon.
Very nice weapon.
Thank you.
I'm afraid what that thing shoots. What size?
Rubber bands.
It should, yeah, and it's rubber band gun.
Not bad, Leonard. You keep up the good work, buddy.
Very, very
You
good.
betcha.
Okay. Anybody else? Cycling. I see you. You said you don't have a questions panel. I see you in BuzzNet. Buzz. It fires ninja raccoons. That's hilarious. Cycling. Would you like to show your screen? Thank you so much, Steve. Leonard. Sorry. I'm reading Steve's name. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and take a cycling screen now. One sec. Thank you, Leonard. All right. Ninja raccoons. At first I read that Nina raccoons, so that's pretty funny. Oh, let me unmute her. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, you can laugh. I'm not a gun person.
That's okay.
Not bad.
We're not going to laugh
I don't have a
at
gun.
you.
I don't have a gun, so I don't know.
It's all right. Not everyone needs to have a weapon.
Yes, he won't let us call them guns. We have to call them weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Technically called weapons. But it's
That's a great first weapon.
That's a very good first weapon. I can kind of tell what it is.
All right. And thank you so much for sharing it.
Okay.
All right. And let's see. Sebastian wants to show his warm-up. Dun, 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 dun.
See, Ponyboy never does that. Ooh, nice.
Sweet.
Thinking outside the box. I like how you did the spot black, but you see that such being a futuristic hand weapon of some alien race. Well done.
Great job. All right. Let's see. Anyone else? Let's see. I see Mario Dupius. Mario. let's go. Make presenter.
That's a spicy meatball. I always have to say that to Mario. It's like,
All right, Mario.
Okay. Oh,
I
there
see.
we go.
Oh, cool. Whoop,
Just wait.
where'd it go? There we go.
I like
there
that.
it
It's a
is.
nice use of color.
I love the color. Yeah.
Smoking hot.
And it looks like it's
Yeah.
really glowing there.
Very
It's
good.
like
And
that's already shooted minutes ago.
Yeah, you've already like blown something up.
Ninja
Shot out
Raccoons.
the ninja raccoons already.
I'm so going to remember that Ninja Raccoon statement. Well done.
Yeah.
Nice use of color.
Thanks.
Yes,
Very
it's-
futuristic.
Yes, great job. It looks very neon and glowing. I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. My presenter screen is getting very large. Hold on. Okay, and I'm bringing it back to you, Derek.
Roger that. All right. My screen. If you guys look, 300 DPI, 40 by 40, and my computer's like, what the crap are you doing? So I'll knock it down to 20 by 20. And hit OK, and then I'll get this erased. And then we're going to do a follow-along robot drawing. And it's going to be line work.
I just missed Ray wanted to show his screen. You want to
Sure.
Yes, let's see Ray's really quick. He just popped up right as we did this. Hold on. Okay, Ray. Don't want to miss out on his. Check it out.
Nice. What I really like is, and I'm assuming your weapon is a barrel or it's a feed where you're like shooting multiple rounds at a time.
So it looks like.
Yeah.
Like sort of like huge caliber, if not shotgun rounds. And I like that the barrel itself is big enough to accommodate your drum. So well thought out. I like the texture that you got there too.
Thank you.
Well done.
Great job. All right.
There's a lot to go into, especially technical things. I told a story once where I drew this really cool floating car, and this guy's like, "This is really cool. How does it work?" I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, I don't want to buy it from you if you don't know how it works." And then I started BSing. He's like, "No, you can't BS me now. I know it's BS." So anyway. All right, I have a 20 by 20 screen, 300 DPI resolution. I'm going to go to my little blue that I like to set, as my little layer here. Hit my B brush as opposed to any other sort of brush. Take it down to about 29%. Why am I gray? I said blue. And let me look at what I'm drawing in. Hold on. Image mode. Grayscale. That would be why. We'll do RGB. Flatten. Get myself yet another layer. There's my blue that I want. Thank you very much for brainstorming that with me. So, all right, what we're going to do is basic shapes again, kind of in a 3D perspective. So I'm going to start off with a circle here, like this. That's kind of in the middle of my page. What I'm going to do is from the very top right here, I'm going to hit my shift button. Hit my shift button and bring it. Really? Why is my computer messing up? Nina, this is not good.
You broke it.
I did. Bring it towards that way a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to throw some perspective in here. And from the top here, all we're really doing is creating almost a cylinder. I'm going to bring this down here like this and follow it up like that. All right, from here, where this curvature comes in, I'm placing my paintbrush here. Wow. And I'm going to really come down here like this. Same thing over here where this is at. This jawline comes down. It's going to come out a small curve like this. And it's not super. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We have a question. Derek, when you're trying to shift draw the straight line, are you tapping the pen and holding it to the tablet or just tapping?
I don't remember. I'll have to. It's been a very long day. So I will experiment now. Well, here in a second. And what we're going to do right here, if this was cut into like a half right here, you guys don't have to actually draw that. But what I'm going to do is I'm drawing a circle like this. This is going to be its shoulder. Not from the circle here where the shoulder's at, or if we were doing anatomy, we'd be calling it the deltoid. That's the $10 million word today. We're going to follow this circle around up here, come up here where the elbow is going to be, and bring it down like this. And I can hear people, what the crap are you drawing? Believe me, there's an end game, I promise you. I promise you.
Are they to be following along?
Yes, this one I want everyone to follow along on. You can follow along on paper, tracing paper, or I guess tracing paper won't do any good because you can't trace anything just yet. But in essence, we're just blocking stuff out right now.
Okay.
So this is the follow along portion, and then after this, we'll do a small break, and then we're going to do the lecture where you guys are more than welcome to follow along, but because of time, I'll really try to be flying and show you techniques and this and that. But right now, I want to make sure everyone's keeping up. If there's any problems, raise your hand, and my buddy Tig, I call Tig because she's my Tigger, she'll see it, and we'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah, if you need, let me know. I'm watching BuzzNet, so.
All right, so we got this all sorted out. What we're going to do here is from this middle part of the armpit, again, you don't draw this, but if it was right here, you're going to draw a straight line like this. From down here, you're going to make a little claw-like feature, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this little robot some pinchers, and you'll see it here in a second. And from the edge right here, we're going to draw a little thumb area like this here, and give it a little bit of perspective. Let me zoom in so you guys see a little bit better. And then from right underneath this thumb here, bring it up like that. So what's going on is we have a thumb here. Let me retrace this. We have a thumb going on. That's a triangle shape right here. And what's going on with this arm is we're going to make a little cylinder. So this is her shoulder and elbow, and then the hand right here. So it's kind of cocked like I'm throwing some attitude your way. Okay, so we got one arm. Let's go ahead and finish the other arm. This arm is over here. Again, this is the blocking out stage. We're going to come not up here, bring it down right about here. And I need opacity up a little bit higher on this one. We're going to block it out like this and bring it down to a curve as so, or as such, therefore, and all that. Yeah. All right, so we did a little cylinder area for the head. This is going to be its body. You got an arm cocked up, throwing some attitude. We have this arm coming up through here, and we'll make it very cylinder. We're going to connect from here, bring it up here, round this out, and bow it back like this. All right, so we have our little pincher areas here, the thumb and this little pinchy thing going on here. What we'll do here Same thing to the pincher. Bring it up here like this. Connect it. Let me zoom in. Brush size down a little bit. Follow along another line like that. And then we'll do the thumb below, coming up like this. Then throw a little more perspective in here like that. For good measures, we'll make a little circle here for where the gears are at. So it's almost like she's going zip, zip it, zip it. All right, we got the head. The eyes and stuff are going to be coming over here in a little bit. We have the arms going on, little pinchers for the fingers and thumbs. Very simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to complete the body. Let me pump up my brush stroke. And then we're going to bring this back here like this. Again, very blocky, but we're throwing a little bit of perspective in here. We're just eyeballing it. So we're not like getting rulers out and vanishing point lines, anything like that. All right, from here, we're again, keep it really simple. Or I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to throw some junk in the trunk. Bring it down like this. That's where the bottom is at. Bring this down at an angle slightly. Cut it off like that. So again, we're rounding where the bottom would be. Gluteus maximus for those who are keeping track of muscles. I'm Gluteus maximus. You're in Sparta. Ooh, how clever I am. And okay, we're going to have some movement here. So again, in the middle of this area right here, we're just going to make a straight line like this. And bring it like that. And we'll do some indication of where wheels would be. I'm only drawing half the wheels. The other parts of the wheels are like upside and inside the cylinder there. Does anybody have any idea what this robot's name is?
Well, someone had already said Rosie from the Jetsons.
Yay! They get a star, a gold star, and you get 2 million Derek dollars. It takes a zillion to make a penny, but you're well on your way. Well on your way. You know, because after this, we're going to do the lecture. We're going to do like a killer robot. But I wanted to do something fun, something easy. She's cute. So yes, we are drawing Rosie. So if you know Rosie, or if you're old enough to remember the Jetsons at all I have to say is eep, op, ork, ah. Okay, anyway, she has these little things, 1, 2, 3 around her hand. These will come up here, 1, 2, 3, like that. She has that little maid apron thing going on. 1, just flower shapes. 2, 3, 4. Then she has a little bow where it's tied off from the back. And she has this, I guess you call him a dicky. I mean, I'm not trying to be silly, but she has this thing around her neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, 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 ah. Then she has her little hat on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we're just blocking it out right now. And when we're done with this, we'll go back in and we'll take our time, throw down some nice line weight variations. And it'll be nice and fun. So from here, what we're going to do is make a little circle on the side of her head. And she has these little antennae that come out here like this with another little circle. And literally, if it would go through her head. So we're going to take another little highlight here, another little circle. I'm going to erase my guidelines in through here so it's not so muddy at this point for you guys. Hit B again for my brush. Pump up my opacity. For her eyeballs, circles. And to make them like a perspective, what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We'll leave a little edge showing right here. And she has, I guess, like little eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do the same thing over here like this. Little eyelashes. Very simple mouth. Coming through here. Again, we're just eyeballing perspective. And actually, if you look at her, it's rounded off on this edge here. And this edge comes rounded off as well. You connect these two, make a solid little line right here. And we will pull her back. And we have Rosie from the Jetsons.
Yay, it looks like her. So nostalgic.
Oh, we have
I
her
used to
little.
love that show.
I think she has 3 little buttons right here. And again, we'll put them in here in a minute. But this is my blocking out stage. And what I want you guys to do is raise your hands when you're at this point. And then what we'll do is I'll create another layer. And if you're doing this by hand, you can get tracing paper out and then, draw on top of it that way. Or if you go to Lightbox, you just throw it in the Lightbox and we can start doing it that way as well.
Right. Guys, I can't see the ready and now that most of you are on staff, I can't see the hands raised. So let me know on BuzzNet if you're ready for them to move on. Just give me a shout. Yes. And if anybody needs any more time, let me know. Looks like everybody's ready. Anyone need any more time? Let me know. Yep, we've got everybody's ready.
Roger that. All right, I'm going to create yet another layer. My first layer, I'm going to say 1 PASS for my first pass. And I'll put line here so I know the only 2 layers. I shouldn't get confused, but I might because I'm silly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get to my brush tool, black, turn my opacity all the way up to 100%. Then I'm going to come in here and zoom in. And I'm going to, pump it up a little bit more. Dot, cootie shot. There we go. Straight line across this way. Following my own guidelines, starting with the head here. Like this. Bringing the cylinder all the way down here as so. And then we have these little antennae coming in here like that. Bring it out here like this. And right now, if you block it out good, it really should just be all about tracing. I love you. I love the blender. Sorry. This is silly. All right. Come with my little eyes right here, following my guidelines. And okay, the secret, I'm not going to start right here. I'm actually going to start the curve here, fall off a little bit for my edge right here. And coming through here, following my eye like so. Starting here, following along the edge. So we give depth. Come in here like this. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to circle my little eyeball, hit Control T. I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Hit Enter, Control D to deselect. So the eyes are a little bit more the same size. We'll do the mouth now. Hit B for my brush. Come across here. As so. Now my little hat, I'll pump this up a little bit more. Oops. Now for cartoons, we're really got to concentrate on line weight, but for my first pass, I'm not going to be super crazy about it. When I come back in for like cleanup and stuff, I will definitely look that over. So, hey, we got some rosy stuff going on right now.
It's looking good.
Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start drawing. Now, granted, I've drawn through this. That's good, but I don't want anyone to see that because this little dicky thing around her neck would hide that. So coming along, such, following my own little guidelines that I created. Now notice this part of the dicky here comes up and will lay flat against her shoulder, like that. And then what I'm going to do is come through here, finish the head off. Let's go ahead and block in the body through here. Now the whole elbow and shoulder thing going on. Follow it along like this. I'm talking to my Bill Clinton voice. I need a robot maid. Hillary doesn't like me with other women, doesn't trust me with them. Rosie's all good. I'm going to come in here like this. I'm going to bring it and bow it out. Come in here like this. Bring my brush stroke size down a little bit for the indicator of where this elbow actually works and can bend in theory. Come up here like this. Now Rosie has some sort of red funky thing going on here like this as well. And there's a line that goes boop, just like that. All right, well, apparently I've already messed up because I forgot about these little doodads through here. So I can go ahead and erase this area through here like that. And then I can bring this all up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring this back down. So I zoom back out, take this off, and she's looking like Rosie. It's cute, it's fun, it's simple, it's fast. We'll go ahead and do the buttons right here. 1 monkey button, 2 monkey buttons, 3 monkey buttons. Pump up my brush stroke here. I say monkey buttons because my 3-year-old has monkey pajamas on tonight. When I tucked her in, I count the 3 monkey buttons and then I get her belly button.
No.
We'll go ahead and do this area up here so I don't forget this time. Don't forget this time. And this is very curvature right through here. The hands. Again, I'll zoom in here because I want a small area through here like this to give a read that there's a volume and it's not just like a paper hand of some sort. Finish it off like that. Come back and do this hand here, where we have the thumb. I remember watching the Jetsons once, and George comes home, like, it's whatever his boss name, Slate, it's a slave driver. I had to push 3 buttons today. Can you imagine that? Not far from it now. Buttons. And again, all I'm doing is following my little lines. If you blocked it out, it should be good to go. And my booty, my junk in the trunk. And coming down here like so. Got my little wheels going on. Oops. And we all know the wheels in the bus. What do they do, Tig?
Go round and round.
Rock on.
I always wondered how she balanced on that, as top heavy as she was.
She was. Look, hey, we made little Rosie the robot.
Yay!
That's not bad at all. And okay, I'm going to get rid of this layer here. I'll go ahead and flatten my layers. Layer, flatten image. I'll say okay. And then come up here. I'm going to duplicate a layer. Yes. I don't want to call anybody. There we go. There we go. Duplicate another layer. I'm going to make this my multiple layer like this. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to draw or paint on top of my lines. It's important the multiple layer has to be on top. Otherwise, this will not work.
The multiply layer?
The multiply layer has got to be on top.
Right.
And she's
I just want to ask, is there anybody that needs a minute? Or is everybody ready to move on? Let me know, BuzzNet. Okay, we got someone that needs a minute, so...
No worries.
Ready? Need a minute. Wonder if we should pause the recording?
We can do that.
Okay.
What we're going to do is...
And go. And we're back,
hey,
everybody.
hey,
Welcome back from the break.
I'm sorry, I was reading something, and like in the back of my head, I heard you talking, and I just couldn't react fast enough. Thank you for taking that small pause for the cause.
All right.
Roger that. All right, so what I did was all of us, followed along, made Rosie from the Jetsons.
Mm-hmm. And can you go over what you did with these layers really quick? Because we had some questions about that.
Definitely will.
Okay.
This is a great trick. Because before I would do like line art, or I draw, scan it, ink it, scan it in, and then I'd hit like the dump tool where I would just like select this area, then dump a color, and then you have all these weird lines in here, and it looked bad. So I learned this trick where, you know, I flattened my layer, I got rid of the blue, my little blocking stage, and I do 3 duplicate layers. The top layer, I do a multiply. You get the multiply right underneath the normal here, and then you hit multiply. So the multiply layer is on top, and whenever you hit multiply, your rendering gets darker, and you can actually adjust that by going to levels if you had different tonalities and stuff. But this is just black, so it's not going to get much darker than black because it's black. But after my 3 layers are created, I come to my second one, hit Control, or create a new layer. So my new layer is right underneath my multiply layer. And usually, I'll name it my base coat. And Rosie's kind of this steelish blue looking thing over here. Make sure my brush is connected. But what's cool about this trick here is you see me, I'm drawing on or painting on top of this, but my black line is still holding intact. Hold on, let me step back. All right, here we go. Make my brush size a little bit bigger. Now all I'm going to do is do a baseline of everything through here, except the eyes, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But what's really cool is you see how I'm drawing over everything like this? I can come back to my eraser tool, and then there's tons of tricks. There's a million ways to do everything. And all I'm doing is erasing what is overflowed here like this. But it's a nice way to throw down lots of color really fast. And you don't have to be super, super precise with it. All right, back up a little bit, my brush through here. All I'm doing is coloring the robotic parts. Now her dress is black. And there's other adjustments we need to make, but this is a good, I mean, because it's not a Photoshop class, mind you, but it's a nice trick to learn. It makes things go really, really fast, and it's fun to do. Essentially, you're coloring like in a coloring book at this point. And I'm still coloring. Yay for me for coloring. Come back up here. What I'm going to do now is after my base layer, well, heck, you know, I'm just going to keep it because this is going to be a simple one. I'm going to choose a darker color. And this goes back to our Drawing 101 class with lighting effects. What I'm going to do is have the light shining through here. So this is going to be the lighter base, and some light from over here, and the shadows, this area here is going to be darker. But to illustrate this, what I want to do is just make it a little bit lighter. And what is cool, it's hard to see with the steel blue and the gray, but if you have different values in here, it actually finds middle ground, and it blends really, really well. Shadowing through here. Almost done. And again, ideally, you'd be saving different layers and yada, 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 all that stuff. But we're not going to keep this. This is this fun. It's a good little exercise. It's great to do hand-eye coordination, learning to follow directions. Sounds like I'm about to write a clinical note. Using anticipatory guidance, Derek was able to assist the client in creating new concepts, thinking outside the box, utilizing the ability to conceptually use a lesson plan and following directions and all sorts of fun, cool stuff. Okay, so we got her booty colored. Come up here, and I think she has like a, hold on, as we got her black, let's go ahead and brush stroke down a little bit here. Like that. And then looks like Rosie's a little rusted over there.
Is she mad?
I can't remember. I don't know if she has red eyes or orangish eyes. Yay, we did a quick Rosie. That's all there is to it. You learn the multiple layer tool trick. You know, I'm not going to blend anything. Basic lighting on it. But it's cute. It's quick. It's cool. And you did something tonight. That's good, right?
Yes, it is. And would, over in BuzzNet, let me know if you would like to show your Rosie. Anybody have a Rosie ready to show? Which trick? Someone wants a trick explained again. Which trick?
The multiply layer. Is that was the trick I was talking about tonight.
They want to see that one more time.
Roger that. All right, so what I'm really going to do is I'm just going to merge all my layers, and I'll walk everybody through it again. Flatten everything. So this is my layer. So now if I have my red and I decide to color through this, you come up here, and it's going through. Why is it not going through that? Hold on. Edit. Step black, or step back, not step black. What we're going to do is take this original layer here, and I'm going to hit Control, or that little bitty boxy thing. I'm going to hit duplicate layer. So I now have the duplicate layer here. That's what I'm going to build on. I have this duplicate layer selected. Come back to this box here. Hit duplicate layer again. So now I have 3 layers. The original's in the bottom. From here I duplicated that, duplicated this, and my top layer is always going to be the multiple layer. So from right here where it says normal, I'm going to come up here, and if I do it correctly, watch how Rosie changes. She gets darker. Now we have values on it. You can actually see that. So to make adjustments, if it's too dark for your liking, you can actually just go to adjustments and to levels, and you can mess about through here to make it a little bit lighter. And say, okay, so this is the layer, the multiple layers chosen. I'm going to step back down here, and from here, that's where I create my new layer. And then you can start coloring and all that stuff again. Because right now, if I brush, hold on. So all right, I got some veiny stuff going on. I'm going to have a brain aneurysm. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to use a blur tool on this. Now, it's not going to affect any other layer except this layer, but it's going to blend everything in nice. So if I go to my blur layer, my filter, go to blur, then to a Gaussian blur, you can see I can start blending this all the way through, and it gives a nice painterly effect without affecting any of the other colors. Poor Rosie don't really want to have any like veins and crap like that, but it's a nice effect. And you can just back it up, back it off. I hate that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And bring it back down to the original. If you don't like it at all, you can just take this layer here, drag it to the little trash can, and it's gone.
Alrighty. Okay, so Ray wants to show his Rosie, so let's start with Ray.
Roger that.
Make presenter. Okay, Ray.
Ray, you did a little more shading work than I did. Well done.
Nice. Yeah, he's even got the shading under the lace on the lace collar thing.
I'm proud of you, Ray.
Great
well done.
job. Yay! And who else? Let's see. So, next one was Russell. Let's see, Russell. Here we go. Make Russell presenter. Thank you, Ray. And hello, Mr. Russell.
Oh, I like the background.
Nice.
Messing around.
The perspective's pretty darn good for just eyeballing it as well. That's great.
Yeah, just shift to tap and make some line.
Very
well
cool.
done. I'm proud of you, man.
Yes. Great job. Thank you. All right. And Chelsea wants to show hers. All right, Chelsea. There you go. Good job. Right on.
Well done. Was it easy to follow along?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Let me translate that. You don't suck too bad, Derek. That's good.
I think it looks really good.
Well done. I like
Very well
what
done.
you did. I'm proud of you.
Me too.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else want to show their Rosie? Let's see. Hold on. Wait. I think I see Mario. Let's see. Mario, where are you? Wait. And then we have Raphael. I got stuff coming in from everywhere. Here's Raphael. Okay. I think he was the next person. So make presenter. Yes. Unmute him. Okay.
That's beautiful.
That is really good.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Very well done. Thank you so much for sharing.
Well, thank you guys.
Hey, no
You're
worries. Seriously, Tig, it really just impresses the heck out of me that they're learning. I hope they're learning. They got some really good stuff going on, especially since, I know what's going on. I know what I'm drawing, or I'm supposed to. And for these guys just to have blind faith and go, okay, I'll follow along. And just really great work. I'm proud of them.
Yes, great job. Okay,
Well,
let's see. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm learning a lot. Thank you very much.
Hey, no worries.
Good. We're glad. All right. Okay, and let's see. That was Raphael. Now Mario. All right. Here you go, Mario.
Ha!
Nice.
Here we go.
Very cool.
You threw some different perspective in there for the wheels. I like that. It looks nice.
It's got some tread on it. She looks tribal almost with her like a headdress.
Or she's just been around the block a few too many times. Like,
Yeah.
looking for my cigarettes.
I love it.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's see. And then Elena. Make her presenter.
Hey again.
Hello. Nice. Oh, look at this over here on the side there.
It's kind of llama-esque.
I love
It's a
it.
chocobo.
It's beautiful.
What is it?
A chocobo.
Chocobo.
Well, there's no Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, then
Okay.
you just like to show off.
See,
Show
see, because she
No,
can.
No, this was what I was actually drawing for the 5-minute warm-up, but yeah, I wasn't kind of ready.
Okay.
I started late, so I didn't raise my hand. That's usually for one session I open one of the scratch pages at my paint, and everything we do or I scribble or doodle along
Okay.
ends up on the page.
I like
proud of you,
it.
girl.
Yeah, and your Rosie looks awesome.
Thank
She
you.
does.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, let's see. And I think Leonard said he was ready. Next. All right.
Hello.
Go, Leonard, go.
Yeah, I just got to get my cursor over there. There we go.
All right.
Curses.
It's not as pretty as everyone else's.
She's minty green, though, and I like it.
Yeah.
She's pretty. She's got like a steroid-like arm. Kind of like it's Hellboy Rosie. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes.
She's been around the block a few times.
She says it's the claw.
Entering the ring now. Finish
That's
her.
awesome.
Hey,
Yes.
you're doing great. Well done.
Thank you for sharing,
Thank
Leonard.
you.
All right, and let's see who's next. I knew I saw somebody. Cycling said she wants to show hers. Okay. And making her a presenter. Nice. Oh, see, and Rosie's got lipstick on. I like it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
A bit
Very,
chubby.
very cute. That's okay. Rosie's had a couple of quarts more oil.
Yes, a little.
She doesn't do that diet oil stuff. She's into
No.
the real deal.
No, she does the full test. She's not on a diet. She says, I like to be nice around Rosie.
I like big robots. I cannot lie. You know those?
That's
Never.
right. I love it.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Great job.
This is so
Thanks.
cool to see everyone what they've done.
All right, so let's see. I think that's all I'm showing. That one to anybody else ready to show theirs, or are we done? Oh, okay. Steve is ready. Let's say
About time.
Steve. Bum, 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 bum. There.
I'm unmuted. Oh, whoops.
Whoa.
Was that a big turd?
No, that was a cave entrance that I'm working on.
Autodesk Mudbox. Okay. All right.
That's
Very cool.
I'm like, that doesn't look like Rosie just did something bad. I lost all my oil out of my bottom.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well done, Steve.
Yes, great job, Steve.
Thank you. No, the other is where all my time goes. It takes me away from your class. Dan.
Right.
Hey, you got to follow your passion and do what you got to do. I'm anxious. We'll talk more. I want to hear more about your project.
Yeah, it's
Indeed.
really great. Thank you
Well
for
done.
sharing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. That was
Sorry, I had a
awesome.
cough.
Anybody else want to share?
I really thought he did that on purpose, like your drawings are crap, and I just made a turd to symbolize what I thought of you. Makes sense it's a cave, because that looked like it'd be hard to pass.
It might have been subliminal, like he might not have realized, that's what he meant to say about you, but
he did.
Yeah. All right.
I discovered my silhouette.
Thanks for sharing, everybody. Great job on the draw along.
Well done. All right, let's do a new inches. We'll do 20 by 20 again. All right, I'm going to create another layer on top of this. Say base 1. What I'm going to do is hit a cool gray through here.
Are they following along for this?
No, they don't have to follow along.
Okay.
I'm just drawing to draw.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about next week's homework assignment by kind of doing this right here.
Okay.
Create another layer, hit black, 0, 1. All right, we're back to the strong silhouette stuff. What we're going to do is create kind of a killer robot. I know we're running late on time, so we're not going to push it as far as I want to push it tonight. But you guys already have a good background about some of the spot blacks that we've used in the past. I'm sorry, I just kind of freaked out. I thought I seen a huge spider. It's not a spider, okay? I seen something move out of the corner of my eye, and I went, my sphincter.
You big baby.
I'm not a baby. It was a real spider. You'd hear, the pitter-patter of my little feet running, okay?
And I would laugh at you.
You would. Nina, come over to my house and kill a spider.
I wouldn't kill it. I'd pick it up and put it outside, and that's a true story.
I would squish the crap out of it. I can't help it. They're mean. All right, back to art. What we want to do is we're going to come up again with kind of the silhouette area. And again, this isn't. I just created a different layer, kind of an oval type shape through here. And the idea of this is to make it simple and fun. Simple and fun is good. So we kind of have a head going on through here. Ah, shizzle. Do. And a basic cylinder through here. What I'm going to do is, because I'm quickly running out of room, I'm selecting the entire image. It's on this separate layer, so it's only going to grab that. Hit Control T. Straighten it up a little bit. Shrink it down. Move this up here like that. Hit Enter, then Control D to deselect. And again, what I want to do is kind of make I don't want to say super simple robot, but we can put some cool detail into some other places. Let me get a different brush tool. Let me do the actual brush instead of an airbrush tool for right now anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And place where the little cylinders where I would like to see my legs. Cylinders for my legs, kind of the crotch area. Stop laughing, Steve. I can hear you from here. You said crotch.
So you need to be watching BuzzNet right now. They're
Well,
on a tangent about spiders. It's probably a good thing you're not.
probably not like that big old sissy Derek.
Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna do little cylinders right here for where the legs are at. Kind of curve them down like this. And again, I need to select my entire image. Hit Control T. This is why I really like Photoshop. Bullets. I'm gonna shrink it down like that. Enter. Control D to deselect. Back to my brush button.
Steve said he would have laughed if you said crochet, but not crotch.
I don't know how to crochet.
He does. He does it every night before he goes to bed.
Me or Steve?
You.
Possibly. Have a little shoulder area thing going on. We'll give him kind of a big shoulder looking pad because he's got some sissy looking legs. That's all right. So does Steve. And again, there's no right, wrong way to do all this stuff. What I wanted to do is kind of concentrate on the spot blacks again. What we're going to do is kind of give him some big armor for some hands and through here. And some little areas to connect all this. Like this here. And fingers. But what we can do is we can add something big and freaking cool. To his hand. And again, if a cute killer robot is cute, kind of more of a cylinder-based area right through here. Some more area where some gears could be. Bring this out here like this. And in honor of Rosie, can have a circle. The claw is going to get you. When you come in here, bring the brush stroke down a little bit like this. Bring some teeth on that nasty claw. Okay, strong silhouette. I like it. It's definitely interesting. It's a straight-on shot. It's not super dynamic. But again, for class, I think this will do. This will be nice. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's add a couple more things. Let's bring this up here like this. And some wires maybe hanging down like that. All right. Quick silhouette of a robot, right? So from here, I'm creating yet another layer on top of this because I'm going to start coming in and we'll really start working the face out right now because, again, a lot of times that is the focal, that should be the focal point because you want it to have a good read. I'm going to pick some grays to start laying in some values through here. I'm going to test it out. Yep. Need to bring down my brush flow to about in the 30s. Bring this down here like this. And right now I'm just starting to do cool line work. Maybe he's got some sort of metal plate in through here like this. Another plate like this. Have his eye in here like this. Bring this out and around. Now it looks like he's got Angelina Jolie lips. All right. So let me put this face, F-A-C-E. Again, what I'd really do, actually, let me go ahead and do some of this over here as a first pass. We'll differentiate some parts where the armor is kind of connecting right here. And what I'm doing here is I'm attempting to make it look like there's stuff on top of each other, but it is layered. It's just not simple. It's like that thumb that should be there, but you may or may not see it because of the way everything in perspective is working. All right, ideally what you want to do is you want to continue to do this, and because this is on its own layer right here, then because this is way too harsh for a first pass, I go back up to my filter, I come back down to my blur, I do my Gaussian blur, and I start to fade it more and more. So now I'm starting to have some indicators of where things are going on. And what I want to do now is I'm going to start laying down some more values. So we know this gray here is kind of working, but let's just skip a few steps and do a little bit of, I guess, some color work here. Again, in the interest of time. So I'm going to come up through here. I can see with the shapes, general shapes where I want. And I'm going to start laying. Really? Why is it going to my default? I need RGB. Hey, we get to flatten everything and start all over again. All right, this is a good exercise. Okay, we got this going on. We got this and this. So I'm going to duplicate my layer one time. Duplicate my layer 3 times. And let's go ahead and do a multiply. Normal multiply. And we can say, and this is the reason I did this, like, oh my God, I lost everything. Remember, don't panic, because as long as the multiplier layer is selected, you can come up here to your image, adjustments, levels, and you can start tweaking things around where it is lighter. So I got my values back. Yay me. Coming back through here, another layer. Testing out my, okay, I got my orange. I'm gonna pump this bad boy up to that. Follow through like this. This is gonna come up through here. And again, I'm painting on top of my values that I've already established. And here. Because if you notice the solid blacks, it's not going to go through. So this is why it's important for the first step, kind of painting in some values. Let me really get this nice and sharp. Let me start making, oops, that looks like poop. Looks like that model that Steve just throwed our way. Or throwed. All right, again, the human eye is amazing by seeing shapes. Just with this much detail, and it's very limited, we're starting to get a nice painterly type sort of fashion look. I'm going to come back in through here to the neck. We have a bunch of shoulder area things going on through here. And ideally what we do is we continue to build up. And we're not going to do this at this point. What you guys' homework is going to be is I want you guys to create, again, using spot blacks, a killer robot. If you want to, and this is only if you want to, you can do line work first and see what the line work looks like, and you can use that to, you know, inspire your spot blacks. But I definitely want you to continue to try this. So again, in the interest of time, because we're rapidly running out of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten all these layers again. Yay, flatten layers. And I'm literally just going to come in through here and show you a couple of cool tricks with the eraser tool. This right here, shoulder, like, oh my God, yeah, you made a big hole. So say we want to have some sort of light coming from that. I'm gonna get a yellow, really bright yellow. Use my brush tool, come in through here like this.
Someone
Yes.
wants to know if it's a robot, an android, or just a robot. Is there any particular type of?
I want all metal. I don't want any cyborg. No human-esque. Make them all metal gears and him or her sort of thing. It can be humanoid, but let's really stay away from cybernetics where it's
no organic material. Yeah.
Right. No. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So I literally just used my eraser tool to make a hole, and I used yellow paint. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to come down to my orange area, kind of bright. Come back in through here like this. I'm going to select my airbrush tool. I'm going to come in here through this, like this, ever so slightly. Maybe a spot like that. So now when we move back, we got something that's kind of cool and going on. And then I'm going to select my yellow again like this. So that color is now selected. And what we can do is, with our brush, really, I'm going to really bring it down. Well, you know what? We may have to use the eraser tool. Really, Derek? Yes, Derek. Apparently you suck tonight. That's even too thick. So I'm really going to take my brush size down super low. Okay, so I essentially use my eraser tool to hit that glint. And what we can do here is then we can come back to a different orangish, reddish area like that. And then you can pick it. It's okay if it's a little bit bigger. Help if I have my brush tool selected. Really? And it's a quick glint, it's a quick highlight. I mean, you can use like different filters and stuff, but you know, again, just a different trick, different tool. And again, the power of the eraser tool. I can come in here. Come on, pen, work for me. The eraser is picked. And you can do the same thing with the eyes. Have kind of a yellow base hue here. And you want to save in layers and do all that fun stuff. Helps if I have my brush tool selected. Come back to my yellow. And I'm going to come down more of an orange hue again. And again, for this short amount of work with no time at all, you're getting kind of a cool painterly type sort of feel. So this is what I'm wanting you guys to do, is make an Android using these tips and these tricks and these tools. I want to see gears. Gears are very important. Don't underestimate the power of your erase tool, because you can make really cool highlights really quick like that. Don't overuse them, because then, you know, it looks like you used an eraser tool. That's going to be the assignment for next Friday. Does anybody have some questions? I'll open it up to them.
Yeah, they want to. Someone's asking why you use the eraser and not just white spots.
That's what I grabbed. There's no right or wrong. There's 1,000 different ways to do it. You can use white as well. Here, we'll do that.
Yes, Derek's never claimed to be a Photoshop
connoisseur,
professional or whatever, you know. But so I mean, if erase works for you, erase. White works for you, white. It's all a matter of the end product.
Very, very true. Let's see, my brush is selected.
But you're getting better, Derek. I have to say, like, with your Photoshop skills from now until when you were first teaching classes, I think you've really come a long way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, again, this is the eraser tool is what I selected. It worked for me. You can utilize, do whatever you want. And I really recommend saving everything in layers, because if you mess up, you just get rid of the layer. And the bold choices I used for the eraser tool without any layers, you know, if I would have boogered it up, I would have had to start all over again. But it's nice to show you guys what could be. So any other questions that we have?
Anybody else have any questions?
Anybody at all?
Questions? Anyone have questions? Looks like everybody's good. So again, homework is non-organic, all metal robot.
Right.
It can be a humanoid.
Correct.
Can it not be a humanoid? Is there any?
It can be humanoid. Again, because we've not gone over a lot of anatomy and physiology. Okay. If you make it like this, there's no right or wrong. I mean, you can tell it's got knees and feet and sort of hands, but it doesn't have to be spot on, because we look at humans every day. If there's something wrong, the proportions are weird. I mean, people focus on that. So I strongly suggest and encourage you to use the unforgiving tool of using your spot black like this to make a strong silhouette, then go in and utilize your tones and your values. Again, if you want to use your line work art, that's fine too, as long as you keep drawing and keep creating.
And they're asking, can it be intentionally non-humanoid? Like, as long as it's all metal, could it be like, say, a robotic horse or dog? Does it have to? No. So you want it to be a human-like
humanoid robot sort of thing. Again, if it's, you know what, let's not put any restrictions on it. For the next assignment, we'll put some major restrictions. Next week, we're going to be doing some spaceships, and then I'm going to talk about you need to have X amount of lasers on it, turrets, and this and that. We'll be very restrictive next homework assignment.
Okay, so not this time, so they can make a robot horse if they want to?
If they want to, but they must use spot blacks.
But that is the definite thing. You have to use spot blacks.
Yes.
Okay. All right, everybody. Did everybody get that? Good to go. Any more questions? Looks like no questions. Looks like we're good to go.
Hey guys, you did really good. I really enjoyed looking at your work earlier tonight, and I encourage you, for those who are listening right now and just fast forwarding through the critiques, again, I really hope that you would take time to listen to what's going on, because there's some gold gems in there. Sometimes I'll say something, and like Tig said, I am not the be-all, get-all when it comes to Photoshop. I'm getting better, but every now and then the students are like, hey, you need to do X, Y, or Z, and it's a gold nugget. We're all learning from each other. So take time and be part of the class that way, listen to the critiques, and continue to draw.
All right.
with
Great
that,
hanging out with you guys. Good job, Derek. Good job, everybody. And we'll see you next week.
keep your feet on your ground and your ankles slightly above them. Until then, peace, love, and recycle.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.